You are welcome once again to this mathematics drilling class. My name is Sadiq, and today I'm going to solve some calculations based on bearing and distance. Now, some of my students brought this to me and asked me to do justice. I did, and they asked me to video this, then bearing and distance. How do you go about this? You know, bearing and distance talks about measurement of angles in angular form between two places or regions. And you know there are four basic directions in bearings. That's why we have the north, we have the east, we have the south, and we have the west and the south. Those are the four cardinal points that we want to be using in bearing. Now, without wasting the time, I want to solve this question 1. Two boats leave a port at the same time. The first travels at 50 kilometers per hour. The first boat, that's boat A, travels at 15 kilometers per hour. On a bearing of that's our bearing. Our bearing is 135 degree. Why the second boat, I say boat B, travels at what? At 20 travels. Why the second boat travels at 20 kilometers per hour on a bearing of what? Our bearing is 063 degree. Then if after 2 hours, we have our time as 2 hours, the second boat is directly north of the first. So you have to find the distance apart. How do you go about this? Okay, I go back to the question. Two boats leave a port at the same time. Two boats. I call this boat 1, boat 2. Call it A, call it B. Then the first traveled at 20 kilometers per hour. So this is 20 kilometers per hour. The 20 kilometers per hour there will be what? Will be V equals to distance over what? Over time. So we have our velocity to be what? 15. Our distance to be what? 2 hours. When we cross multiply, we have 2 times 15. So therefore, we want to have here to be what? 30 kilometers. Okay, do not forget our cardinal places. The second one that is due to the north travels directly north of the first one. So at what bearings? So we have this to join here. Okay, to join there. Now 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers. Our V there as well will be what? 20 equals to D over what? Over 2. So we have 20 times 2 to give us 40. So the distance there will be what? 40 kilometers. Let's see the bearing of the first one. The first bearing travels at what? 15 kilometers on a bearing of 135. Bearing of 135. Our bearing here will be what? Will be theta equals to 180 minus 135. We are here to be what? To be 45. So by alternate angle, alternate angle. So we have this to be what? 45. So therefore 45 by alternate. Then moving to the second one, what is the bearing of the second one? The second one travels at this on a bearing of 063 degree. So by that, we want to have our theta to be what? 90 degree minus 63, which will give us 27. So here will be what? 27. By alternate angle. By alternate angle, our 27 will what? We have it here. So the sum of our bearing here will be what? We want to have total total angles of bearing. Total angles of bearing will be what? 27 plus 45, which can give us what? 72 degrees. So here will be what? 72 degrees. Now we are now free to go to calculate the distance apart of the two boats, which is S. The distance apart of the two boats will be what? Our X is unknown. Angle of X degree is 72. So the first distance of B, small b, will be what? 30. Small b will be 30. While small a will be 40. Using what? Using cosine rule. This will be what? S square equals to a square plus b square minus 2 into a b, then cos sum of the angles is what? 72 degree. Now our a is 30 square, 40 square minus 2 into 30, 40. Cos, what is cos? Cos 72 by our calculator. Cos 72. Cos 72 will give us 0.3090. Now by this we want to have 900, 1600, then this 1002 times 0.3090. Okay, by the additions of this, we want to have 2500 minus 2004 times 0.309. Okay, when we say our cos 30 times cos 72 times our 2004 times our 2004 times our 2004, we want to have 741.6 s square, which is our distance apart. So when we subtract 25, we subtract our answer from 25, we want to have 1758.4. Then the square root of this is going to give us our distance apart. So therefore, the square root of the question will be what? 5. The square root of the question will be 8.4. 8.4. It's going to give us S to be what? 41 meter. That's our distance apart. Thank you very much. This is the first questions as regards the solvings of the District 3 paper. So join me in the next class that I solve the second question. Stay blessed. Thank you.